Hello everyone, welcome to the worst part of
so far.
One of the many worst parts of the grind. This is the first part we're going to be doing Riku level grinding, and that is literally it. Please do not actually visually watch this video, just put it on in the background. There's nothing special is going to be happening. So yeah, welcome to...
My microphone muted itself for a second there. Interesting.
Oh, wait, it didn't reset this floor. Interesting. So yeah, welcome to this amazing... what's it called? Amazing grind session. And now, I'm capping myself off at like an hour, probably. I know an hour and a half is what we said, but this is so mind-numbingly boring that I'm gonna break at one point, probably.
I'm expecting it.
So I think I vaguely went over how I did this before. So what I do is, basically, I go to Castle Oblivion because that's the best place to grind. I make the last room a moment's reprieve. I can't talk. And then
Words are hard.
Then I change this room, and then I don't remember them off the top of my head. But it just, like, it can be any card. It really does not matter. It can be anything. Preferably you want something that has, like, a lot of enemies, but there's no real controlling that, so don't be, like, too concerned. Then you want to activate Lexaeus, and you just spam triangle, and that is literally all we're going to be doing. So, yeah.
There you go. That's
welcome,
the game now.
Welcome to
Enjoy.
the part. Definitely treat this as podcasty as you possibly can.
Oh yeah, I'm not even looking at the screen.
Yeah, because unlike
I can hear it.
yeah, unlike what's it called, Kingdom Hearts, unlike Sora, there's literally nothing that will be interesting about this. Yeah. I got
nothing. Get that experience. You don't want to spend any longer here on this.
I got nothing. I hate this. This sucks. This took me forever to do on my main save, so it's gonna be great. We're only gonna be in here. I hope you like fucking white, because that's all you're gonna be seeing.
For several parts.
So the only thing with
what
Riku,
level was you at?
I think like 74 or something like that. So the
Okay,
only
I thought you
thing...
was
No, I was in the 70s. The only thing about Riku that you kind of actually have to pay attention to, or at least if you want to be more efficient, you really don't have to, is just the positioning of yourself. I would definitely I would definitely try to hit every single enemy if possible in the room. Or not, like hit them before the battle starts, rather. That way you can
I'm doing what I said I wasn't going to do. I can't look away from the screen, even though there's nothing going on.
It's literally the same thing.
Yeah, it's gonna get boring after 2 minutes if it hasn't already. But...
I am already bored. Like how I accidentally just activated a Zexion card and I resisted an attack because of it.
It actually did its job.
I don't know what its like special ability is, but this is just really funny to me. So honestly, the worst part about doing this too is you have to deal with Neo Shadows, which they have lots of 8s. And that can become an annoying issue because you want to do when you're not in dark mode, you want to just spam triangle, right?
Sure.
So you
Would
can
you
hopefully
just want to do it anyway?
Yeah, but when you're in dark mode, the thing is you get dark fire aga a lot, and that's not what you want. And sometimes you can get dark break, which is the one where you stab it in the air, which is good, But the problem with using that is if there's enemies like wizards and stuff and you start missing them, they start flying really high in the air for literally no reason. And then they become impossible to hit, and then you have to sit there and wait, more or less, until they decide they want to come down. It's very obnoxious. This is one reason why having a moment's reprieve is or how do you pronounce a stupid word?
The save room.
Save room. Yeah, it's another good reason to have it is so you can just instantly heal yourself. So yeah, you want to hit every enemy before the battle starts, because sometimes you'll get a room like this and you can position yourself to hopefully get a warp break on what's it called? The shadow. The Neo Shadows. The Neo Shadows are they make this worse than it already is.
8, remember?
Yeah. It's because I think the highest the mages have is like, I don't know what it is offhand, but I want to say it's like 6, but you so rarely ever see that.
Yep. I'm gonna say 5, but
it's either 5 or 6. Yeah, and dark. It might be 5 because I think dark balls have better cards. But I think the one that just used, which was a 6, I think that's like the best it's got. Yeah, because you want to get rid of you definitely want to get rid of the Neo Shadows as soon as possible. It's funny because as good as dark mode is in the actual game, when you're grinding it becomes like your mortal enemy. So
all of a sudden it's just wasting time. And
this is one thing you can also do, is you can... Yep, and this is the... and annoyingly too is... Oh, it's called Dark Break. Another annoying thing too is you can use, like, when there's a whole bunch of Neo Shadows like this,
good, you have
and you get Dark Break, it's what's it called? They can just go in the ground. I would love to praise Dark Fire Aga, but if you're lucky, it'll kill too many at once. If you're lucky.
Those 8s.
Oh boy, I already want to stop.
I already want to stop.
Oh, I'm level
65.
65. I thought I was 7. I was looking at Sora. That's why I was confused.
So we got even more grinding to do. Yay!
I've been playing a game where the freaking thing hasn't been inverted, the camera, so I'm not used to it being inverted. At least I think it's inverted here. Psychonauts inverted.
I was literally just playing it and I already can't remember.
Speaking of which, everybody go over to my channel. I believe the Romper Crew episode of Psychonauts might be up when this is up. I'm not 100% sure on that.
Probably not. Unless you upload it right away, because this is going up Thursday.
I usually do it the next, or the day of, because there's not a lot of editing I have to really do. Thank you, podcasts.
The last couple, you took a couple days.
No, the first one I think I took 1 day. No, the first one I took a few days. It was uploaded on Wednesday. I think the last one I did was the day of, or the day after.
Oh. Maybe we need a few more of these to actually pal number. I guess 2 is too little. See how this one turns out.
Hopefully good. I don't know, I lost a subscriber. I lost a subscriber on my main channel, gained one on this channel. Welcome, new person.
I'm still surprised the universe hasn't just imploded on itself. I thought we were forever cursed to be at 143.
I know you say that as a joke, but I almost want to say there was a point where we did have 145. I think that was the point where I said I was going to eat like a sock or something.
Okay, now I have to check out of curiosity.
Also, using inverse burst is very good here. I'll always neglect to use that in darkness mode.
Don't know if Social Blade will show this far back, but
I think it's only 30 days or whatever, isn't it?
I think so, but if this doesn't show it, where are we going to see it, right?
It would have been January. So it's not too far back, so maybe not too out of the realm of possibilities.
Well, there is total subs per month, but that's not what I'm looking for.
So yeah, this is actually the worst part about platinuming this trophy. I think everybody that I've seen ever talk about platinuming this trophy, this is one of the biggest complaints is Riku grinding. So
technically, I would argue there is worse grinds in the Kingdom Hearts series, but the difference is you don't have to do them. Like, try getting level 99 plus the characters in Birth by Sleep. It will drive you mad.
Thank God that is not achievement.
Oh yeah, absolutely, because you know they thought about it.
I'm pretty sure they purposefully made it not an achievement because the game clearly isn't supposed to scale that high, which I don't even know why you would, like, at that point I would just max out, like, make the max level, like, 50. But, whatever.
Oh, please. Clearly they weren't thinking about that kind of thing if you look at the trophy list for that game. Who are we trying to fool?
They weren't thinking about anything. Come on, time's up.
Not on Social Blade. It might be on our analytics, though.
Maybe. Probably. I think that one actually gets far back like that. Especially in January, like, people look for that sort of stuff in their ad revenue and what have you, like actual
analytics. I think I'm still logged into Yoga.com Chrome.
Sorry guys.
No, I don't care about the last 3 days.
I'm just unlocking my phone, you know?
Say this year.
Then I usually remake this room too.
One subscriber the entire year.
It sounds about right. That sounds
10
like
comments,
us.
8 of which is probably the 2 of us. Leaving comments on the video.
Probably.
27 likes, which I don't know if you've been liking them. I certainly haven't been.
I don't like our videos. Well, I mean, I like our videos, but I don't do the...
You don't hit the like button.
Yes, I don't smash the like button.
Also... What? What?
What?
Okay, I'm sorry, I'm just looking at the top 10 videos for the year. Wanna know what the number 1 is? Like, it's not by a landslide or anything, but it's still surprising. Like, this is not the one I would have guessed at all.
What?
Part 5 of Crash Bandicoot: The Huge Adventure.
Is that the shark one?
No, that's Trophy Hunt for 99 Lives.
Oh, Crash Huge Adventure. I was thinking of Dead Trance.
But no, that wasn't the here.
I know. For some reason, you said Crash Huge Adventure, and my mind immediately thought of handheld Crash game.
Like, that was...
Came to mind.
That has the most watch time or views.
I guess that just means I don't find...
473 minutes.
I guess that just means I don't find Crash the Huge Adventure one of our more memorable LPs. Sorry to say, Mayo Doctor. But I remember Entranced over it, apparently.
The only thing I really remember about Entrance is the face, and that's just because it's my Steam avatar.
It used to be your Skype avatar, I think, for a while.
I don't think so. I think it was always that toast icon. Except for occasional gags.
Like Mega Man.
I mean, I would have bothered if anyone other than you and a couple other people were on Skype.
We literally, I'm pretty sure you and me literally just use this just because the screen share functionality is much easier on the computer.
Yeah, Discord really needs to fix their screen share.
Discord works fine. For me, for the most part, it's fine. I know one of my friends has, what's it called? Has issues where I'll be doing like a 720p screen share and it just does not come out as 720p, so...
Like, the screen share works like 85-90% of the time for me, but that other 15-10% is just no good.
Okay, so the camera in this game is not inverted, so I'm just going to assume that Psychonauts is inverted. because I'm having camera issues. Then again, I always have camera issues in games where I swear I used to never have camera issues, so I don't know about that 100%. How long have I been recording?
18 minutes. Well, take 3 of those off. So 15.
Oh my god, I am going to go actually insane. This is gonna take a while to level me up. Like, I've only gained 2 levels.
Oh no. I mean, it's only been 15 minutes, and you're only at 65.
I think I mentioned this before, but I think the scaling kind of stopped around this level. Like, I think, like, the XP is just, like, a consistent 23k or something. But I don't really remember completely. I hate grinding. Who likes to sit in level grinds? Anyone? Raise your hands. Anyone raising their hands? Are you raising your hand?
No. I'm still looking at the analytics. So apparently, not many people agree with you on Huge Adventure not being one of our better LPs. 5 out of the 10 top 10 are Huge Adventure.
Well, you guys are weird. It's not bad, it's just I don't remember it. It just kind of exists.
There was one of those LPs that just was over too quickly for its own good.
Maybe. I feel like I don't know, I keep saying Entrance, and that game was apparently one of our shortest ones, if I remember correctly.
True. That was back during our endless hiatus era, so that's really impressive.
I was actually really afraid. Okay, okay, thank God, I have a story to tell. We're getting early story time because, guys, I need something to keep me sane. So I was last night I was trying. Okay, so I should give a little more background to this, I guess. I had this issue with malware bytes, where it just says I couldn't connect to the server, and malware bytes couldn't work because of it, right? There was one night where that happened a few nights back, and I tried really hard to fix it. I did so many different things, restarted my computer like 20 times. Nothing worked. Which, by the way, we should probably test out Crash Back, because that's on hiatus. I restarted my computer like 20 times yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Well, we can do that on Thursday. We're not really gonna have time today.
Yeah. But anyways, so that was happening, and this happened like 2 months ago, right? And I never used malware bytes because of that. And because of that, I was like 4 times more cautious than I already am with what I was like downloading and browsing and all that stuff, because I didn't have my like true safety net. So that was a fun time. But yesterday, I think I was talking to a friend of mine, and we were trying to see, and there was something I wanted to download, but it was like in a really sketchy place. And I was like, I'm not going to do this because malware bytes is being stupid. So I decided I would try like one last time, see if I can fix it. And I did manage to fix it. But I had to restart my computer many times. I had to restart my computer literally like... So what I did was like... Trying to think of the best way to say this. So I looked online to see if there was a way, like there was a fix. I read multiple places that claimed that this fixed it, that fixed it, or whatever. I tried one thing, it didn't work. I tried another thing, it didn't work. I tried another thing, and it worked. And then I was like, oh sweet, that means the computer might actually work fine now. And then I restarted my computer, and then Malwarebytes was working, and I was like, yes, it worked, finally! But I couldn't scan individual files. And people said, restart your computer, like, enable this option to restart your computer, and you should be able to see files again, right? Or, like, scan files again, rather, specifically through Malwarebytes. So I restarted my computer, Malwarebytes uninstalled itself. So I had to reinstall it, and when you reinstall it, you have to restart your computer. So I restarted my computer again and reinstalled it, and I could scan folders and everything was working fine. But my computer crashed. So basically, I was really afraid.
Again.
So the entire night, I was actually terrified. Thank God I just left and re-entered the room, so I don't have to kill all those enemies again. But anyways, what happened was that happened, and honestly, I thought my computer was like, I thought something was gonna happen. I thought like a part of my computer was gonna die or something, and I thought I was gonna have to give you the bad news that we couldn't record today, and I thought our daily streak was finally gonna come to an end. Because I'm really trying to push for doing a year of daily uploads. I really want to get that done. I feel like that'd be an achievement.
Gotta make it to July, I think, right?
I think...
So 2 more months?
No, I think it was like September, actually.
Why do I keep thinking it's July?
Because that's when we, I think, started kind of getting consistent again, but we weren't like... Yeah, we weren't like full. But yeah, no, I thought I was going to have to be the bearer of bad news last night and be like, yeah, my computer's broken and we can't record. But thank God everything's fixed and my computer is running perfectly fine now, which I'm so thankful for. Because I was dead-ass afraid that was going to happen. And I really, really want to try to get daily uploads for an entire year. I know it's such a small thing, but look, after so many hiatuses and stuff we've had in the past...
Oh, absolutely.
It feels right if we can do daily uploads for a year.
That will never upload again.
Yeah, basically. But it makes me feel happy in the sense of like, oh, we done it, boys. We got them. So I've gained like 3 levels, I think, so far. How much EXP do I need to level up? I just want to check. 17,000. So yeah, I think I was right. I think it's all just kind of around 25 or 23k, 24k around there. Per level. So unless I'm still getting like 18k per level right now, I'm not 100% sure. I just killed a whole bunch of enemies in the last run, so I just. Okay, we need to start thinking before we get to Riku parts. We need to start thinking of subjects to talk about because I'm already I had like a story and that's it. I'm done. I got nothing else.
I'm still looking at the analytics. So
you know what?
This one actually looks more like one for last year. This actually looks more like what you would expect from us.
What?
The Crash and Trance is #1. Then there's that tag team racing video that's always doing super well for reasons we will never understand.
I want to say
Sonic Riders 4.5.
That one's just because it's Eggman farting.
Yeah. And then I refuse to talk about this video. And then another tag team racing video.
Please don't tell me it was an Echo the Dolphin video because I would cry.
Yes, and it's the one you're thinking of.
Why?
I don't know.
It's long.
It is.
Why would anybody want to watch what was it? Was it 5 hours or 6 hours?
Yes, it's 5 hours.
Why would that be? Please don't tell me that's the most viewed video on that.
No, it's not, thankfully.
Okay, thank God.
It's 4th place.
Jesus.
And Kingdom Hearts... The live stream second playthrough for Kingdom Hearts didn't do as well as that Echo video.
Of course.
Of course.
I'm gonna save real quick just to make sure in case like my game crashes or something.
Crash and Trance again. Sonic Free Riders. Yeah, that was a game.
Okay, I take everything back. I think I might make this 45 minutes because
You can't take it anymore.
I literally can't take it. Like this is.
But think about the flip side. Do you really want to end up in a position where you're going to have to do part after part of Riku grinding?
No. But the thing is, I don't think I can hold up a conversation of me doing absolutely nothing like this. Because like we didn't think about anything to talk about. Because okay, so I guess a good example would be for the Romper Crew. When even though we're talking specifically like about a game or whatever, right? for like Mario 64, we still managed to talk like at 2 hours and 45 minutes, like without any sort of hiccups. Like it was easy for us, I would say, for the most part.
Sure, but even the Ape Escape one still went for well over an hour, 2 hours.
It was like an hour 45 or 48 or something like that. And that one was like off script, just like
yeah. That one's full podcast.
That one was just whatever came to mind. Actually, to be fair though, I think I mentioned this to you before, but I rewatched or re-listened to a good amount of it, and I still think it was surprisingly more cohesive than I ever thought it would be, because I jumped into that without any sort of plan in mind. I was just like, we're just gonna do it, and it's gonna be that. And I'm surprised that it went over as well as, at least I think it went over as well as it did. And there was a comment that somebody said they thought we did a good job. So, as far as I'm aware, that was a win.
Good enough.
Not too bad. But speaking of which, everyone go to the Romper Group.
It's on his main channel. You'll have to follow the link in the description to get there, and
I think it's pretty good. I think it's doing pretty alright. I know we're only 2 episodes into it, and I think we're doing alright.
well,
I almost kind of want to... Oh, well, 3, yeah. Maybe by the time this is over. But,
maybe.
I almost want to start doing more than once a month, but I don't want to commit to something.
Please no,
we
we might be pushing it as is, especially with so many releases coming out. Like June's gonna be busy.
Woo! I don't know what's happening in June outside of Crash, so.
Crash, E3, Super Mario Maker 2, Fire Emblem. I'm gonna be very busy with games.
I couldn't care less about Fire Emblem.
That's 90% of Nintendo fans, to be fair.
I've just never really been interested, which is weird because I like that kind of tactical RPG style, but I've just not really cared. It's not that I think it's like bad or anything. I just haven't cared.
Again, like I can't fault you for that. That's 90% of Nintendo fans. Like you ever go onto one of Nintendo's tweets for most people are complaining about the Smash Bros. They don't even care about the game.
Why Smash Bros? Well, I mean, there's a lot of stuff they need to fix.
Because
like
because Nintendo, they don't care about the game at all. So they're just talking about whatever they do care about, which in that case is Smash Bros.
I don't care about Smash Bros. I hate that game. That game is clearly sexist. Why isn't it called Super Smash Brothers and Sisters? Why is it called Super Smash Brothers? That is sexist to the female gender. And this video just got political. Hello, everyone.
Now, part of me is actually surprised they haven't actually tried to change the name.
I like Super Smash Brothers' name. I think it could just be nostalgia, but I think it like rolls off the tongue pretty well.
I can't really think of a good replacement. That's probably what it boils down to.
I'm surprised your voice hasn't cracked yet.
Oh, it has.
Not noticeable enough. Not enough for me to be like, hey, voice crack.
I've been yelling all day today.
It's funny because earlier today I was actually yelling, and I was afraid before we were gonna record. I was thinking to myself, that was really close. I was thinking to myself, I'm like, I'm gonna again to go with fears of stuff being unable to do stuff today or whatever. I thought I was gonna have to tell you, be like, yeah, my voice is shot because I was screaming today. Sorry, we can't record.
You think that's ever stopped me before? We would never get to record if that's how it worked.
No, I mean, like, I thought my voice, like, my throat was, like, fucked. Like, when I had my sore throat, but worse. Sort of thing. But, no, that luckily was not the case. Oh, boy. You know, the only thing that really got me, I have been failing to hit these enemies so much. The only thing that really got me through this was like on my other save was I had stuff on in the background. This
sure.
This
like,
is something I can't like do though because we're recording for you know a channel on YouTube and stuff. I can't just have the romper crew in the background, you know.
You all don't realize how lucky you are.
Yeah. Hopefully we make for some good white noise at least.
Yeah, I would hope so.
I feel like we do. I think I've said this. I don't know about on camera, but I know I've said before that I've just kind of listened. Like I'd go to one of our older videos and just listen to it, even though I already know what happens for the most part and all that stuff.
Sure.
I would just go in just because I have nothing better to do. I mean, I think they work fine just to have on in the background at the very least. I think that's also another reason why I put them on in the background as opposed to actually just visually watching them. Because first of all, I've already technically visually watched it. And second of all, it just, yeah, it just works. And it feels like it's been 3 hours, I'm not gonna lie.
And it's only been half an hour.
I know. I'm giving it 15 more minutes. I honestly can't. I'm gonna pay attention to my EXP though when I level. Oh, I just did. Let me see. Okay, no, we're not at 20,000 yet. I think that's in the 70s then. So I think about 27,000 is the or 27, like 24, 23,000 is generally speaking the limits. Come on!
Sorry, I'm not talking a lot. I'm working on the spreadsheet right now.
Where do you work on?
Ratchet and Clank just finished today as of recording.
I thought you deleted that tab.
Well, the tab, sure, but you know I have to update everything once a Let's Play is completed.
Oh, yeah. Duh! Goodbye, Ratchet and Clank. I think it's actually officially over by the time this video's up. Is it? Yeah, it is, because
it's officially over now, so...
Oh, yeah, today was the last part, you're right. I forgot I did the thumbnail for that.
Yeah.
Which, oh, yeah, I can say another story. So, that thumbnail is kind of, I kind of screwed up. I mean, I still think it's fine, but I kind of screwed it up. Originally, the last thumbnail for the last part of Ratchet and Clank, I thought we were, I thought I was making the thumbnail to the last part of the main story, which is where you fight Drek. So I drew that, not looking at the channel, to see if, what's it called? To see if it was that part, or like the last part we just straight up recorded for that LP. So I just drew Drek anyways, and then once I went to add the thumbnail itself, I looked at it, and I was like, oh, I was supposed to draw something else. Like, I could have drawn, like, golden weapons, or Ratchet doing a flip because of the stupid skill points, or anything. I could have done any of that, but I did not realize what part I was making the thumbnail for, apparently. So that thumbnail is kind of wrong, though it's kind of right. I almost wanted to add, like, little rhino shots coming out of it, just to be like, haha, vengeance.
But it really helped with the 30 minutes later part, but you know.
Yeah, I know. But it was also late, and I think I messaged you after I finished it. I legitimately was like, yeah, I'm going to bed. I think that's what I messaged him, like, right before I went to sleep. I finished it, and I was like, yeah, I kind of screwed up the thumbnail, because I thought it was for the part before the part that I made it for.
Which is especially funny, because that part had already gone live, but... I didn't know.
I didn't know. Look, I don't know our schedule very well. I'm not used to us having a schedule, alright?
It's on the spreadsheet. Hell, it's on our channel. Go on our banner.
I know, I'm just not used to it. I'm so used to us just, like, choosing what we think is best or whatever. Stop it, please.
Do we actually have a purpose for the extras tab anymore? Because we complete everything now, so...
I think we've talked about this before. And I think I said you should keep it only because one, I hate change. But for two, but for two, I think it's I think there's like a reason. I think it's because like by an off chance we don't complete it, or there was something. I don't remember the exact reason. I do remember I gave you a reason in the past because I believe you mentioned it before, and I was like, nah, we should keep it. But yeah. Also, I'm gonna be keeping my cards, guys, because I think for Riku, he's probably the character that I'm likely gonna get the do 300 rooms achievement trophy thing with.
I mean, imagine how many rooms you're gonna end up having by the time you're level 99.
That's the main reason why, because I think even though technically Sora has a lot more stuff for us to do, with Riku, you are going through so many fucking rooms, just back and forth, and he takes infinitely longer to level up because he can't kill rooms shorter than Sora. Sora is like 5 to 10 seconds. Yeah, it's like 5 to 10 seconds. And then what's it called? And then Riku is like you have to. Which I can't fucking hit these stupid enemies apparently, but you're supposed you hit them, you stun them, and then you get to hope that your warp break works. Since it's all RNG. This game is RNG. I love RNG. RNG is my favoriteest thing in the world. I love random number generator so much. Can't you hear the enthusiasm in my voice?
I think he's breaking. Should I call a doctor?
Yes.
Other than me?
Yes. Also call my mother. Tell her I loved her. Don't call my dad though. I hate that guy. I'm joking. Love you. I know you don't watch my videos, but I love you, Dad. That'd be really awkward. I know.
If he watches.
I know.
To this point, no less.
I know that like some families like watch for like bigger YouTubers. I know sometimes their families watch their videos. I feel like if family watched my videos, it'd be really weird.
Yeah, same. Like I'm not necessarily against it. They clearly know I'm doing it, but
we don't even say anything really weird in our videos at all. And hypothetically, too, my parents hear my conversations and stuff because I still live with my parents, stuff like that. But I don't know. I feel like it'd be weird if my mom just like came to me one day and was like, "Oh no, it's a good video, son." I'd just be like, "Okay, thanks." So maybe. No, actually. Take it back.
Oh, well, Tuesday.
Motherfucker.
Oh, well. It's not like a mess much anyway.
This is more interesting than whatever's actually happening.
Welcome to the Kingdom Hearts 3 Chain of Memories experience.
Gained another level. 19,000 now instead of 18,000.
Yeah, exciting. Can't you hear me?
The audio will probably screw up for everyone. Sorry, my Windows, or not my Windows, but whatever it's called, Apple software update likes to happen. I don't know why it does that without my consent, but whatever. Also, I'm maxing out darkness points because I like darkness. I also just want to have one of those maxed out, so then I can just focus on, what's it called?
It's fine, do whatever. But
that way when I level up, I can just spam X. Come on! My name is Donald, and Mickey, and Goofy, because everyone's Goofy.
So I was very confused when you were starting with Donald there, but okay. I thought I was going to devolve into a joke about the Donald never healing.
I don't know, but I'm ending this in 5 minutes. You can't stop me. Actually, you probably... Actually, no, you can't. You physically can't. As a matter of fact, I could stop right now and you physically... It'd be really funny if I just ended one of the parts like that. I'm just like, you know what? You couldn't stop me if I physically stopped right... You know, if I try to stop it right now. And then it just cuts off mid-set. The video's just over.
It's gonna happen one of these days.
You know what isn't gonna happen one of these days, though? Whatever's going on in the background of my house.
Dogs barking.
That was my mom laughing.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
And this is why I'm glad my mother doesn't watch my videos.
I thought it was a dog.
Was my mom laughing? Oh, that's so funny. Oh, Lord. Granted, it was kind of low, so you probably couldn't hear it the best.
The game was way louder.
That's really funny. I mean, it should be way louder. It's literally, like, right below my TV. Or right above... My mic is literally right below my TV.
Too. You would think I would notice.
I wish I had a dog named Romper. Too bad I can't.
Name your podcast after?
I did name it after him. I love Romper. He's a dog. I think?
No, he's actually a space alien.
You never know. Haven't you seen Captain Marvel?
No.
Exactly.
So I told you before I stopped watching Marvel movies years ago.
So you don't know that Nick Fury gets his eye clawed out by an intergalactic space being a space cat that has a universe in its belly. It's not a joke. It's actually real in canon.
See, crap like that is the reason why I stopped watching those movies.
They're superheroes. What do you expect?
They're superheroes, but those movies are supposed to be grounded in reality to some extent. I thought that was the original appeal of them.
Dude, there's 6 stones and Thanos snaps and gets rid of half of...
I said the original appeal, not the 2019 appeal.
I guess... Kind of. Yes and no. Spider-Man is a good balance of both because that was like one of the like OG superheroes and Spider-Man...
Homecoming was 2017, that's not...
What? Who? What?
Homecoming was 2017, that's still...
No, I'm talking about old Spider-Man. Like, it's...
You mean like the old cartoons from the 60s?
Yeah, like the original Spider-Man. Like, that's like grounded in reality and tries to be like realistic, but also like clearly not realistic at the same time. Matter of fact, if we're talking about films, the Sam Raimi films are, they make they're less grounded in reality, technically speaking, because Spider-Man's webs are organic in that, as opposed to basically every other iteration where he builds the web shooters. But, guys, we're talking about comics.
You can tell that I know virtually nothing about the subject or have very little interest in the subject.
Jake Gyllenhaal is going to be in the next Spider-Man movie as Mysterio. I'm so sorry, Jake.
I don't know who that is, and I'm not going to go watch that movie, so...
He's a Spider-Man villain. I want to say a lot of people don't like him.
You know, I know what Mysterio is, it's just...
Yeah, Jake
Talking about the actor.
Jake Gyllenhaal's playing Mysterio. He's a great actor. And he's been getting...
Perry. I don't trust his judgment in actors.
No, this is great. This is a great actor. Have you ever heard of the movie? I'm trying to think of a modern one that he's in. Nightcrawler is a good example. This came out like 3 years ago, I want to say. He was the main dude in that Man was dead.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you're just like thinking about it or.
I didn't see Nightcrawler either, though I'll just save you some time. I almost never got to watch movies, like maybe once or twice a year, if that.
This guy doesn't like listen to music. He doesn't know what music is. Like he's like,
I
what?
just don't care.
He's like, what am our music? He doesn't watch movies. What do you do?
Really gaming.
I do too. I juggle all three.
I wonder I can never get your attention.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, no, getting my attention when I'm listening to music is actually probably the easiest time to get my attention. Because music is like, I can talk, like I can message people and have listen to music. I can't talk to people and listen to music almost ever. That's why I never listen to music when I'm talking to people. Because if I do, half the time I get distracted by whatever I'm listening to, even if it's marginally lower than everyone else. Or the one person I might be talking to at that time. And there's a friend of mine who loves listening or wanting to listen to albums and stuff like that together with me. Not all the time, but like sometimes, and I just try not to because I just get way too distracted. That sort of stuff.
How are you even supposed to listen to music albums together, like, unless you do it in person? I just can't imagine.
On Discord, there's an option where if you both have Spotify Premium, you can listen along together with music. You need to have.
Why?
Why?
Yeah, well, why bother?
Because
Isn't it just easier to just listen to it on your own time?
Because some people like to DJ or whatever. So the only downside is everyone has to have fucking premium, which means everybody has to be spending $5 on Spotify for that to even work. So it's kind of whatever at that point. And I'm ending the part!
Thank you for watching. Bye.
Let me save first.
Bye anyway.
Why do you sound so upset?
You should have gone for 4 hours.
Bullshit. Dude, at that point, I would have just been like gone, checked out. Alright, I'm just gonna actually extend this video for 4 hours, you know?
And then after that, he has to do a 7-hour video. Then he has to do a 13-hour video.
Oh,
it has to be in that order. That's important.
Oh no. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of this part. I think we gained 6 levels.
We were 69 or 70.
I was 64 when I started. See? You can see it right here. 60. So I gained 6 levels today. And I think it's gonna be a little bit slower. I'll try to make the next Riku part longer. At least I want to try to make the Riku parts like at least an hour, give or take. But it's
so hard.
It's so hard, and we did not prepare for anything to talk about this time around. So it's a little bit of a yikes on our part. Luckily, I had like 2 stories to share. So yeah, we will see you guys in the next part where we do, I think Moogle stuff is next.
Oh, we never got that soldier card. We gotta go and get that.
Sure, okay. Yeah, next time we'll get the soldier card, guys. See you there, if you're still here. Bye.
Bye, all one of you.
Bye, singular fan.